Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And the Eagles in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
70.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
throw on first down with Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Dallas Goedert really flourished as Philadelphia's unquestioned #1 tight end. He's a big-time field stretcher for first-time starter Jalen Hurts and averaged the second most yards per reception among tight ends in the league. Won't hurt his average there with that first down pickup.
Ready! Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, Panther. Smash.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Ready, set.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Let's go now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Prescott on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hawk 70, Hawk back in 60.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Hurry, hurry!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. First down, Prescott. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it. and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
Airing it out deep for Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Ranger.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fix the Eagle.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a loose football. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They're going to look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Smith, the man in motion left. Once again with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And again, it's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Prescott. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes him manageable now.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
66 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. They find some open field here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On third down, they turn to Sanders, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
One last shot now for Prescott.
Able to find Gallup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody